I'm going to kneel, sit in a comfortable position. The most important part when we begin is to try to find that neutral position so our lower back's not flat or rounded. So wherever you're sitting, just as long as you can really sit tall. We're gonna reach one arm up and lift our shoulder. You can look up to maybe feel a little stretch in the neck. Hold it for a few seconds and then release. Let's go to the other side. Lift your shoulder, feel that nice side body stretch and release. Let's do 2 more. Lift, try to straighten your arm as you reach, and 1 more. Just getting some movement in as part of our warm-up. We'll take our time for the warm-up and then take it to the center. Let's roll our shoulders back. Now you can just lift and roll forward, up and back. You can take your hands to your shoulders if that feels a little bit easier to get your shoulders to move. Let's go the other way. Good. 2 more. So again, you can just relax your arms or keep your hands on your shoulders. Last one. Now from here, relax your arms by your sides, sitting really tall, nice alignment. We're just going to lift our shoulders up, feel the muscles here by our neck work, and then release, completely relax in that area. Let's do 2 more. Lift your shoulders up, slide them back down. 1 more. Lift and down. All right, let's change up our legs. So we're going to take it to a seated position with our legs bent. If you're uncomfortable in your hips, you can always turn your legs out, feet together. That's usually a little more comfortable. Sit really tall. Now we're going to curve our spine, lean back, and then lengthen. Now once we're up tall and we lengthen, feel free, excuse me, to extend. So when you're here, if you can arch a little and lift your chest, great. If not, that's okay. Round back, looking down, excuse me, and lift. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you can see. So I'm curving into flexion. I'm lengthening to neutral, and then I try to extend the upper back. And again, 2 more. Exhale as you lean back. Inhale, extend. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, extend. And now look straight ahead, nice neutral position, and let's cross our legs. Okay, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Walk your hands forward, lower your head, and hopefully you feel a nice stretch in the glute, hip, maybe a little bit in the lower back, maybe the upper back. Stay right here and take a couple of deep breaths in. Try to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. 1 more deep breath, and on your exhale, slowly round it up. Stacking your spine nice and tall. Okay, let's turn into rotation. Hold onto your leg, use your back hand for support. Look towards the back of the room, and then switch sides. Let's do 2 more. Switch again. And 1 more. And back to the center. All right, let's take it onto our hands and knees. So cat-cow stretch, I like to go to the center of my mat. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Try to feel that neutral position where the front body and the back body muscles are not contracted real strong. They're just a little more in a relaxed position. Now we're going to start to tuck the tailbone and round our back, lower your head. Let's go through neutral. Lift your chin a little bit, looking past the end of your mat, and extend. All right, let's do 3 more. Exhale as we round, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, extend. 2 more. All right, 1 more. Exhale to flexion. Inhale, extension. And then go back to that nice neutral position. From here, toes on the mat, we're going to lift our knees up and hold this position, getting our core muscles ready for the workout. Just stay right here a little bit longer and slowly lower your knees. All right, we're going to walk our hands back to a squat. We're nice and low here. Stay here for a few seconds. We're going to go to a standing position. So let's lengthen our legs and round it up. Pilates roll up. Take your time coming up. Okay, at the top of the move, place your hands behind your head. Look straight ahead. Feet and legs together. We're going to lift 1 knee at a time. Nice high knees. Stand tall with your elbows reaching wide. If your shoulder or neck feels a little tense here, you can always take your hands to your waist. It's up to you. Now we're trying to maintain that neutral position. Try not to tuck the tailbone. If you feel like you're tucking, just go a little lower with your knees. Don't lift as high. The goal here is stable hips while we move our legs. All right, 8 more. I'm going to go back to my hands behind my head, reaching my elbows wide. 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Now, we're gonna stand on one leg and balance. Bring your arms to your side and lift your back leg. That's all, just stay right here. Both legs nice and straight. Pull in those abs, balance on one leg. Take your hands to your waist. We're gonna curl the back leg up and try to balance on this leg. So hamstring curls for 8, 7, 6. You should feel it right away if you keep your leg nice and stable. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, reach. Now, one more thing. We're just gonna add this where we reach our arms up by our ears, hold it, straight line from your fingers to your toes, and then take it in and relax. Shake out the standing leg. Let's repeat that on the other side. So we're gonna go into that scale, arms by our side. You don't have to lift your leg high. Arms lengthened, shoulders away from your ears, hold it. Take your hands to your waist. Let's curl that back leg 8 times. If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Reach your back leg straight. Lengthen your arms by your ears. Balance a few seconds longer. Hold it, and take it in. Legs hip distance apart. Let's go right into a squat. Sit back and hold it here. Just freeze in this position. Draw in those abs. Hopefully there's a little curve here. If you feel like you're rounded, let's get into that hinge in the hips, even if you have to come up a little higher. Knees a little bent. Shift your body weight back, and then stand. Let's do one more. Take it down and hold it. Draw in those abs. Make sure your head's not lower than your body. Nice alignment. All right, let's finish with 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, little bend in your knees. 4, 3, 2. Now slowly lengthen, straighten your knees, stand tall, good posture. All right, point your toes out, feet wide to the sides of your mat. Take it into that squat, externally rotate it, and then up nice and slow. Let's go slow and controlled. We'll do some standing exercises to really feel the lower body work. Let's inhale as we sit, exhale tall. Now as you sit, you look down a little bit, but don't allow your head to hang down. And then as you stand, look straight ahead. 2 more. Inhale, sit. Exhale up. 1 more. Okay, let's take it down and hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2. Slowly lengthen, stand tall. All right, let's walk our feet in. Step a little closer to the front of your mat. Let's do some lunges. So the lunges, we're gonna step back and raise our arms shoulder height. I'll hold it here for a moment so you can see the position I'm in. We wanna make sure we're not rounded. Keep your chest lifted, and then step in. Switch legs. Step back, and then step in. Okay, let's keep moving. Nice flow here. Take your time. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. So we're alternating legs. The back foot, you're going onto your toes, that back leg. So lots of control on the way down. Really make the leg that's in front work hard by taking your time and then come up. Take your time and up. 4 more. On the last one, let's hold it. 2 more. Okay, ready? We're gonna hold it right here. Now you can continue with your arms here in this position or take them to your waist. Freeze in this position. It's hard sometimes to hold these positions. Work on stability, nice alignment. Feel it in your quads, especially here at the top of your legs. Push away from the back leg and then come up and switch sides. Back foot on the mat, or 1 foot on the mat. Take it down to a lunge, so we switched legs. Now in the lunge position, if you maintain neutral, you're really working the glutes. If you tuck and round, you're not working the glutes as hard, it's more on the hips and the quads here. So stay lengthened, keep that curve here in your lower back. Look straight ahead, hold it a few seconds longer, and then push away. Stand nice and tall, shake out your legs. I'm gonna turn and face you now. Legs in a parallel position. Let's go into those squats where we reach forward, we sit back. You'll notice as you get more comfortable with a hinge, maintaining a steady spine, it's so much more comfortable. You can usually add weight if you have hand weights and it feels so much better. And your back, you don't feel the stress in your back. It's usually when we round our back and we get that movement in our back that the back is doing all the work, the lower back. So we want to hinge, and we'll work on that mobility there in our hips so we can comfortably hinge and get into the correct position. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2. Now hold it down, freeze right here. Let's do some pulses for 8, 7, you got it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly lengthen up. Okay, stand on one leg. Raise your arms shoulder height, lift your leg out to the side and pulses, side kicks. Now this is a little tricky to keep your hips steady, try your best, and make sure your shoulders are not riding up here. You'll feel it in the neck. Slide those shoulders down, back muscles working. Last 8, 7, 6, pull those abs in. Stand really tall by pulling those abs in and up. Whoops, 2, lost my balance, and 1. Lower, switch sides. Now you raise your arms but not your shoulders. Lift your leg out to the side, balance, side kicks. Good. Breathe, look straight ahead. Try not to look down. Breathe, 8 more, 7, 6, and 5, only 4 more. 2 and 1, legs together. Let's take a deep breath in. Look up as you inhale. Exhale, look straight ahead. 2 more, deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Stand tall, let's work lower leg. Hands can go to your waist or by your side. Let's stand on our toes. Keep your knees nice and straight and just hold it here. Good. Lower down, let's do that again. Heels up, balance, straight ahead. Try to feel nice and relaxed in the shoulders and neck. Lower down, 1 more time. Take it up onto your toes. Knees nice and straight. Good. And lower down. Now turn your legs out so your heels connected, toes and knees pointing out. Take it up onto your toes again, hold it. Now let's stay here and do some upper body work. So let's do some bicep curls. I'm on my toes, my legs externally rotating. I'm doing some bicep curls with my elbows by your side or just a little bit in front of your body so you really feel in the biceps. 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Shake it out. Relax your legs. Let's take it up 1 more time. Up on your toes. From here, we're going to lift our arms and do mini circles. Good. If your calves are really feeling that you need a little break, drop your heels down, but just keep your arms moving. All right, let's circle our arms the other way. But if you're doing okay, take it back up onto your toes. 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Float your arms down and heels down as well. 2 more minutes standing exercises. Let's take our legs really wide. Turn your knees and toes out. We're gonna bring it over to the side, reach, and then switch. Over to the other side, reach, nice stretch. Lengthen your arm, and reach. 2 more, and reach, you got it, and 1 more. Now, we're gonna take our hands to the floor or our leg. If it's too much for you to tap the floor, take your hands to your leg. Switch over to the other side. Get into that nice side squat here and switch over to the other side and switch. 2 more and switch. So my legs are turned out. 1 leg straight, 1 leg bent. Last time. Now from here, take it to the center, both legs straight, and walk your legs in. Last exercise standing. I'm going to turn to the side again. We're going to go back into a balance challenge. So hands on your waist or down by your side, lift your knee up, hold it right here. Now this is gonna get a little tricky. Place your hands behind your head, elbows reaching wide. Careful, try your best to balance. We're gonna rotate a little bit towards the leg that's lifted and back to the center. Inhale as you rotate, very challenging. Exhale, center. 1 more, inhale, rotate, whoops. Exhale, center, losing my balance, and lower your leg down. Shake your arms out. Let's switch sides. Lift the other leg up. Hands behind your head, look straight ahead, keep your chest lifted. Carefully rotate towards the bent leg, back to the center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, center. 1 more. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, center, and lower down. Okay, let's step to the back of the mat. We're gonna go down onto our mat now. Legs together, arms up, let's dive forward so we curve our spine. Hands to the mat. Walk your hands out to a plank. Hold a strong position here. Hands are under your shoulders, length from your head to your heels. Now shift your body weight forward and back. So we go forward a little bit, you'll feel the stretch in your wrists and forearms, and then back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Just 4 more. 2 more. one more. Okay, let's lower our knees and go into child pose stretch. So we're gonna sit back. Now let's do a little stretch here for our wrist as well. So hands stay on the mat, or fingers stay on the mat. Lift the palm of your hands up so you're flexing the wrist area. Feel the stretch in your hands and wrists. Hold it for a few seconds. And then lower your hands down. Okay, let's round our back up and go into extension. So we're gonna lift our body, lower our hips, open up the chest, and look past our mat. Stay here for a few seconds in extension. And now let's slowly take it down to our mat. So drop your quads, your hips, your abs. Look straight down. Reach your arms straight and lift into Superman. So Superman, we're gonna lift our arms and legs a little bit. You don't have to lift high. You can lift just a couple of inches. You're gonna feel it. Stay here, keep breathing, eyes looking down. Okay, take a rest, drop it to the mat. Let's do that one more time. Lift your straight legs, lift your arms, hold it, breathe. Lower down. Now let's go into swimming prep. Lift your right arm, left leg. Lift your left arm, right leg. So we're alternating opposite arm to leg. We're gonna really focus on those back body muscles now, those very important muscles that sometimes we neglect if we do a lot of computer work, a lot of driving activities in front of our body. Sometimes we're rounded, not using our back body muscles. So here, let's do it here. Let's work hard, strengthening those muscles that keep us nice and tall. Good alignment. 8 more. Lifting your legs straight. Lift from the glute and hamstring. Just 2 more. 1 more. And lower down. Okay, now that's the swimming prep. Let's try swimming. When you lift our arms and legs, remember just a couple inches. And we're gonna kick opposite arm to leg like you're swimming through water. Now I bend my elbows a little bit for this. It's just a little more comfortable. I'm able to keep my shoulders in a more relaxed position than tensing up. So you can bend your elbows, but try to keep your legs straight because it really makes a big difference if you bend your knee. You won't feel it in the glute if you bend your knee. Keep breathing. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything even. Lift, lower down. All right. Hands on the mat to push up onto your hands and knees. Pull your knees in, legs together, hands shoulder width apart. Get into that neutral back. So if you're a little curved, lengthen. So lengthen the hamstring to the glute here. We're gonna lift the right arm, left leg, balance. Stay right here. Now we're gonna do a little movement in our spine and move our arm and leg at the same time. So opposite arm to leg, we're gonna flex, bring our elbow towards our knee, and then reach. And again, little balance challenge here, and reach. Elbow to knee, and reach. Now I have my right arm and my left leg lifted. Let's do 2 more. Let's try exhaling as we flex right here. Inhale, extend. Place your hand and knee down. Let's switch sides. I have my left arm or right leg. Take your time. When you're ready, elbow to knee, flex your spine. Lengthen. Again, slow and steady. Lots of control. Exhale on the way in. Inhale as you lengthen. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, hold it for a couple of seconds and lower down. All right, from here, legs hip distance apart, toes on the mat. We're gonna lift our knees like we did earlier. That's part of the warm up. Now, if you're comfortable with lifting your hips and stretching the back of your legs, this is what it looks like. We lower our heels, but they don't have to touch the floor. If you're not comfortable upside down, stay in this position here. We're almost done. If you're okay upside down, lengthen those legs, downward dog stretch, hold it, and lower down. Now we're gonna do that one more time, but move your legs close together because now we're gonna lift one leg, if you're comfortable lifting one leg. Knees up, hips up, downward dog stretch, legs are close together. Now, if you're comfortable, take one leg, just make sure your socks are not slippery. Lift and open up the hip to the side, reach your leg up towards the ceiling, hold, bend, take it down, and switch, other leg. Reach, reach, reach. Keep your arms straight, lengthen your legs, hold, bend, take it down, and lower your knees. Okay, let's sit back on our heels. Interlace your fingers and circle around. Give your wrists a little break. We're gonna do another exercise on our hands. Okay, hands down. Let's do some triceps. Move your knees away and lower your hips. This will be a little more challenging. If it's too much for you, pull your knees in and do it here. We're gonna bend our arms and straighten. Mainly work in the back of our arms, but of course it's working our entire arm, our shoulders, our back muscles, but you're gonna feel it in those triceps, bending and straightening your arms. A little more challenging here. Even more challenging here, so it's up to you. Let's do 4 more. 3, make sure you breathe. 2, and 1. Now notice when you finish this one, where's your neck and head position? Make sure it's not here. Keep your head lifted, eyes down, and walk your hands back. Interlace your fingers and circle around. Okay, 1 more exercise. Let's do some push-ups. Now I'm gonna try to do the push-ups with my knees up. You don't have to, it's up to you. You can lengthen here. You can lower your knees. This is the modification. Fingers angled in, elbows out. Let's do 6. Okay, I did 2 and now I'm gonna drop my knees down. So my arms are getting tired. So change it up if you need to. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, slowly walk your hands back. Let's sit back at our heels again. This time, reach your arms and just extend, flex and extend your wrists. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, last exercise for upper body on your hands and knees. Knees are a little wider just for a little bit of support. We're gonna lengthen one arm out to the side without rotating. And we're gonna do some pulses up, focusing on the back of your shoulder, upper back. I have my palm facing down. If you have a light hand weight, you can hold on to that weight. 8 more, 8, 7. Feel the back of your arm, back of your shoulder, upper back. 2 and 1. Lower down and switch. Reach the other arm straight out in line with your shoulder and pulse it up. Keep your elbow nice and straight. Don't forget the rest of your spine to be in a nice position here. Mountain flexion. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Okay, from here we're going to take it to the front of our mat in a seated position with our legs lengthened out in front. Let's sit really tall, shake out your arms if they're tired. Reach forward. Try to get into a nice posture. If you feel like you're rounded, the goal over time is to be able to sit comfortable in as much of a neutral position as possible. Flex your feet and reach straight ahead. Hold it, hinging in your hip. Stay right here for a few seconds. And then take it up tall. Let's point our toes, legs together, same thing. Flex your feet, hinge at your hips, reach straight ahead. Look at your feet, make sure you're reaching with the inside and the outside of your feet, straight ahead. Okay, come up tall, point your toes, lower your arms, reverse plank, hands behind, point your toes, legs stay straight, and lift your hips. Hold it here. I like to look over my body. I know some people do it here. I just find it more comfortable in my neck to look over, as long as my chin's not against my chest. Okay, lower your hips. All right, sit tall again. Let's go all the way down. Deep breath in, exhale, tuck your tailbone and roll it down. Lower back, middle, upper back, shoulders, keep the rib cage on the mat. And now from here, let's do some big circles with our arms. Lower by your ears, circle around. Again, lower, circle around. Shoulder mobility. You can bend your elbow if it's more comfortable as you circle. It's up to you. 4 more. Keep your rib cage heavy on the mat. 2 more. 1 more. All right, arms by your side. Let's slide our legs in, hip distance apart, hands on your waist, pelvic rock. So with the pelvic rock, if you're in neutral, you would be able to balance a glass of water on your lower abs and it would stay right there, it would not spill. If you go into a posterior tilt, where you're pressing your lower back into the mat, but not lifting your hips up, the water would spill towards you. That's a posterior tilt. We do some exercises in that tucked posterior tilt position. Now go back to neutral, where you're balancing the glass of water. There might be a little bridge here under your lower back, a little space.
Now the opposite, let's try to spill the water the other way, going into an anterior tilt. So for me, I lift my rib cage up as well, creating more of an arch in your back. Now let's move back and forth from posterior tilt to anterior tilt. Posterior tilt to anterior tilt. This is great if there's any tightness in your lower back or hips, it'll help loosen that up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now try to find that middle, balance that glass of water, legs together. Stabilize your pelvis. We're gonna try not to move and lift one leg. Stretch that leg out 4 times without moving the pelvis. It looks like it would be easy, but it can be really challenging. 1 more. Place your foot down, lift the other leg up. Don't drop the lower back into the mat. Stay in that nice neutral position. Stretch your leg out 4 times. 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna stay on our back for a few minutes, working our core, legs a little bit apart so you're comfortable. Let's place our hands behind our head and lift our elbows, making that little hammock for our head. Now, we're gonna take a deep breath, and on the exhale, pull your abs in to lift your shoulders and head up. Space between your chin and your chest, and make sure your chin's not reaching forward, tuck it down and back. All right, let's start off with little pulses here. Now, when you curl up, sometimes it's more comfortable to lower your back into the mat where that water would spill towards you. That's fine. Just try not to tense up the glutes and hips. Just relax them a little bit. Focus on your abs. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and slowly lower down. Now, arms to your side. Lift your legs to tabletop. Now we're gonna glue our lower back to the mat and keep it there. So with our legs lifted, we're gonna stretch one leg out, keep your lower back on the mat, pull that leg in, switch. So we really contract the abs strong when we lengthen our leg. Exhale, inhale. Now your neck and shoulder position, if you find that you're here with your chin up and your neck feels really tense, try to place something under your head to just give you that little bit of lift so your neck and shoulders are nice and comfortable. So we're alternating our legs. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we're gonna make it a little more challenging. Now we're gonna curl up and support our head with our hands. Same thing, a little harder because now we're curled up. So we're gonna alternate our legs. Hold on to the back of your head. Allow your head to feel heavy in your hands so your neck feels a little more relaxed. 4 more. Exhale. Last one. Okay, gonna get a little more challenging. Now, we're gonna go a little quicker and go rotate to oblique. So we're gonna turn towards the bent leg and then switch. And switch. And switch. 8 more. Hang in there. 7, 6. So we're lifting one shoulder a little higher than the other. 2 more. 1 more. Take it to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Roll back the upper body. Take your hands to your side. Now from here, reverse curls. We're gonna lift our hips up by contracting our abs. And again, you can lower your heels if it's a little more comfortable for you. You can turn your knees out, keep your feet connected. Try different positions so your hips are a little more comfortable and you're feeling it in the abs. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, lower your legs down, feet and knees together. Slide your legs out so they're straight. Arms by your ears. Let's go into a roll up. So we're in a nice lengthened position here. Pointed toes, knees straight, arms lengthened. We're gonna lift our arms up. Let's go all the way to a seated position. Curl it up. If you get stuck here and you can't get up, kick your leg. Round up and over your legs. Sit nice and tall, and then take it back down, and we'll repeat. You can also place a pillow under your lower back, which helps to get up if you get stuck. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. So if you have that pillow under your back, it helps a lot to get up. Curve up and over your legs, lengthen, sit really tall here, drop the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, start to roll it back. And again, breathe in deep here. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, stack your spine. Exhale, roll down. Take your time. And again, inhale. Exhale, we start by tucking the chin and then we peel our spine up away from the mat.
lengthen, roll it down. How about 2 more? Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, we lift our body up to a seated position. Try to get in a neutral pelvis, round up and over your legs. Stack your spine, roll down. Okay, this is it, 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, down. Okay, couple more minutes. From here, we're gonna bend our legs in, hands behind our head, couple more minutes for abs. Now from here, legs are close together. We're gonna stretch one leg out, and all we're gonna do is kick that leg up, but at the same time, we're gonna curl it up. Make sure you don't pull your head forward. Always keeping the space between your chin and your chest. I like to think of holding a tennis ball there when I curl up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, let's switch legs. Lengthen the other leg. Reach that leg nice and straight. Contract those abs. When you're ready, kick. You can do just a kick on the first one, and then try lifting your shoulders at the same time your leg kicks up. Little active stretching here for the leg that's kicking. Keep going. Okay, 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. All right, bend your leg in. Relax your arms to your side. We're gonna lift our legs up again to a tabletop position, but now we're gonna hold the back of our legs, stretch up. Lift your body so you're looking at your legs, space between your chin and your chest. Let's go into scissors. We're gonna pulse the top leg. So we pulse for 2, and then we switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. If your neck's tired, rest your head back, but keep moving. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now both legs up. Inhale, exhale, bend, drop your feet. Rest for a moment. We're gonna finish abs with hundreds. Lift your legs to tabletop. Curl it up. Now you can keep your legs bent or make it more challenging by straightening your legs. I'm gonna keep my legs bent. We're gonna pump our arms and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale. Neck tight. Place one hand behind your head and support your head, but try not to rotate your body. So the hundreds, the goal is really working on core strength and stability. It's hard to keep your body steady while your arms are pumping. That's the goal, is to curl up, strong abs, arms reaching, pumping arms, but body nice and steady. Your neck and head can also go back onto the mat or continue to stay up. We're almost done. Let's finish one more inhale wherever you're at. Finish the next exhale. Hold your arms steady. Inhale, reach. Exhale, roll back. Rest your neck. Shoulders, hug your knees. Great job. Okay, from here, feet to the mat. Let's go into a rotation stretch. Arms out to the side. Let's lower our knees to one side. You can look straight up or you can turn and look the opposite way. Should feel really nice in your back, hip, glute, maybe even the glute area. You might feel a little stretch in this position. And now slowly lift your knees and over to the other side. Okay, knees up. Now let's hold the back of our legs, take it to a seated position. Bottom of your feet together, sit really tall, hold it here. If you feel the stretch here, hang out here. If you don't, or you want a little deeper stretch, go up and over your legs and hold it here. Okay, let's go into rolling like a ball. So make sure you have plenty of room behind you. I'm gonna scoot a little closer to the front. Hold your hamstring and stop with a neutral position. And now let's tuck and round and stabilize here in this position. We're gonna keep our back curved. Lift our legs and bounce. Now you can stay here, you don't have to roll back, it's up to you. If you're in this position, just make sure your shoulders are not up, slide them down, use those back muscles. Now rolling like a ball, we roll back and we try to come up and not touch the floor with our feet. Stay here, it's challenging. So we inhale, roll back, exhale. Inhale, roll back, exhale. 4 more, inhale, roll back, exhale. So that curved spine will help you roll back, but again, if it's not comfortable, just stay in the seated position.
Okay, just one more. And now again, bottom of your feet together, sit really tall, lengthen your spine, drop your knees. Now take it up and over your legs if you're comfortable, leaning up and over your legs. If not, just sit tall. And then take it up. Okay, let's do a little internal rotation. So feet wide, hands back for support. We're gonna drop one knee in and turn our leg in a little bit, and then back up, and then the other knee drops in, our foot stays out. We're internally rotating our leg, and again, switch, and again, 4 more. Drop your knee, good, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, let's take it to the center of our mat on our side. Let's start off on our forearm. So our forearm is on the mat, and then we're going to, this is going to be for triceps. We're going to lift our side body, but take your hand and turn it out so it's pointing towards the end of your mat. So what we're going to do from here is push away from the mat, working our arm, and then carefully drop our arm back down. Push away and down. You got it. Away and down. That's it. Push. So it's a tricep press. And 8. You'll feel it right away in the back of your arm, using that tricep to straighten your arm. 4 more. And 3, and 2. Now hold it in that straight position. Check your form, but with side body lifted, hold, and drop it down. All right, let's work our outer thigh. So we're gonna go all the way down onto the mat. You can be in this position, you can support your head, you can hold onto a pillow and rest your head. We're gonna focus on lower body. So pulling your rib cage back so you're in a nice neutral position. You're not too arched, just a little curve. Bend the bottom leg and lift the top leg, and let's start circling our top leg. I love this exercise. Comfortable, hopefully comfortable. Not everyone's comfortable in the shoulder, and that's why if you want, you can grab a little fitness ball. Sometimes the small ones you can rest your head on, a pillow. Just try your best to get this shoulder comfortable. If you're really uncomfortable, you can take it up here. A little harder to lift your legs, so it'll probably be a little lower. It's up to you. All right, let's circle the other way. So we're focusing here on outer thighs, but I always like to try to keep my leg in neutral. Today we do a lot of things where we turn our leg out, so let's work those neutral position, internal rotation to strengthen those muscles, make everything nice and even, muscle balance. Let's go the other way again and circle. You got it. Now make sure your knees straight. You're reaching, your legs active. It's reaching the entire time as you're circling. Your body's as steady as possible. Let's go the other way. Almost done. Great job. Knee pointing straight ahead. Let's think about our abs. Just gently pull your abs in a little closer to your spine. 8 more. Only 7 more. 6. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Now before you lower your leg, lift it, flex your foot, feel that nice stretch in the lower leg, reach with your heel, and then lower down. Bend your top leg, rest it on the bottom leg. We will switch sides, but before we do, let's face the mat. Prop yourself up onto your elbows, forearms in extension. We want a nice arched back, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. If it is uncomfortable, just lower your body by moving your elbows a little wider, so you can get the bottom of the rib cage to the mat. So in this position, we're still drawing our abs in, and you'll notice that the lower back feels really comfortable when you're able to keep those abs nice and strong. Hold it. And that's the case for everything you do throughout your day, all activities. If those abdominal muscles are comfortable with contracting and supporting, your back feels so much better. Okay, lower down. Now we're gonna do a little movement into extension. Hands higher than your shoulders, legs hip distance apart. Try to get your knees pointing down. Push away from the mat and lower down. Inhale as you push away. Exhale down. Now don't forget those abs. We're pulling the abs in, we're not pressing them out. Shoulders down. Okay, 1 more. And lower down. All right, hands in close. Let's go up onto our knees, child pose stretch, and then we'll work the other side. So sitting back again, this wonderful stretch. Try to get your glutes close to your heels. If they're up a little higher, that's okay. Over time, getting that nice movement in our hip, quad, glute, lower back, you'll be able to sit comfortably in this position. Okay, let's take it over to the other side. We're gonna go down onto our forearm. Remember, we started off with that tricep press. So we're here on our side, our legs are bent. We'll try to lift our side body and then take your hand and reach. Good. And from here, your hand can go on your waist and we push away. So our arms straight, slow and controlled, drop down. Good. That's it. I feel it right away in the back of my arm. I'm hoping you're feeling it as well. Make sure you breathe. All right, 6 more. And 5. And 4. 3. And 2. Last one, hold it, straight arms, stable body here, and lower down. Okay, let's go all the way down. Stack your hips and shoulders. Find a comfortable position for your head, neck, and shoulders. Bend the bottom leg, lift the top leg, hold those abs in. Hip open to start, and circle. Small control circle. We really want to feel it in the outer thigh glute area, so stay in neutral. Try not to turn your leg out like this. Keep it forward, and you'll notice the different muscles that work when you just position your leg in neutral. It really makes a big difference. And you can notice that as you go throughout your day. Do you walk with your toes and knees pointing a little more forward, or do they turn out? If they turn out, then these type of exercises are wonderful to make sure your legs nice and even, muscle balance. Let's go the other way and circle and circle. Keep your body steady. Maybe you have to slow it down to keep your body steady. Now notice, are you circling back behind your body here? Make sure that you are focusing on that extension throughout this circle. Let's go the other way and circle and circle. Good. Okay, let's switch again. Keep going, push yourself. We're almost done. It's almost time to stretch. How about 8 more? 7, 6, and 3, and 2. Now hold your leg up about hip height. Flex your foot. Reach with your heel, knee straight, and lower down. Okay, bend the top leg, rest it on the bottom leg. Once again, we're going to turn and face the mat. Let's do a quad stretch in this position. So here in this position, legs are in neutral or just a few inches apart. Now you can rest your forehead down on your hand. You can stay up, it's up to you, but we're going to grab onto one leg. Try to grab the middle of your foot, not your toes or your ankle, and gently pull your leg in. You're also going to feel a little stretch in your shoulders, so be careful on this one. Hold it up. Now in this position, if your hips are popping up off the mat, contract the glutes a little stronger. Keep the pelvis nice and steady, neutral, and slowly release. Okay, let's switch sides. Bend the other leg, grab onto the middle of your foot. Now if you can't reach your foot, you can just keep your leg bent, and if you really contract your glutes strong, the hips will stay in place, and you'll feel a little stretch here. If you can hold your foot, gently pull your foot closer to your glute. Just a little bit longer. And release. Okay, from here, hands on the mat. Let's lift up onto our hands and knees. We're going to take it to a seated position in a straddle. So I'm going to say a little turn to the side. Legs are out, but try your best to keep your top of your feet and your knees pointing up. Sit tall. Maybe use your hands behind your body to stay here. And we're going to flex and point our feet. So movement in our ankles. Toes up, toes down. 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, feet pointed. Now, hands in front. We're going to try to walk our hands forward. But if you're rounding a lot, then just stay in this position tall. We're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. Breathe. If you can, sink down a little lower. And now slowly walk your hands back. All right, let's sit with our legs crossed. Sit really tall. We're going to take one hand to our mat, the other arm reaches, and then wrap it around the opposite knee. Curve and rotate your spine, forehead towards your knee. Hold it here. Make sure both hips are on the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths in. One more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, and then sit tall. Let's switch sides. Reach, wrap it around the opposite knee, hugging your knee. Both hips on the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths. and then sit tall. Okay, from here, let's go back onto our hands and knees. Okay, so from here, legs are together. We're gonna take one leg out to the side. Just make sure you have room on both sides. And then from here, the toes on the mat. And then we're gonna sit back and move our body forward. So we're gonna hinge at our hip and forward. If there's a little tightness in this lengthened leg in the inner thigh, you'll feel it. If not, you probably won't feel it, but that's okay. Moving our hip into flexion here. Hinging at our hip. And now let's switch legs. I'm gonna turn the other way because I don't have enough room, so I can lengthen my other leg out. Make sure your leg's in line with your body here, with your hips. Toes on the mat for the back foot or the foot that's on the mat. And we're gonna sit back. Now the nice thing about this, if your toes are on the mat, you'll feel the stretch in your foot as well. 2 more. 1 more. And take it in. All right, upper body stretch, thread the needle. So thread the needle, I usually move my knees wider and then I reach. That arm that's reaching is gonna tuck under. We're gonna bend our supporting arm and lower the back of our shoulder towards the mat. I think it's a nice stretch for your back. Go easy if it's your first time doing this. You don't have to go all the way to the mat. You can be up a little higher, that's fine. And then take it up. Okay, switch sides. The other arm, reach straight out. Tuck it under, thread the needle, lower the back of your shoulder towards the mat. Hold it here. Keep your hips steady. And then take it up. Okay, sitting back, if you're comfortable kneeling, this position. If not, you can go to a high kneeling position. Let's just work a little bit on upper body. So we're gonna roll our shoulders back, looking straight ahead. Nice big circle. 1 more. Okay, from here, let's go into extension. So we're gonna reach our arms up. We're gonna pull our arms down, lift our chest, arch our back, and then look straight ahead, lengthen your arms. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, pull, extend your back. Inhale, look straight ahead. 2 more. Exhale, pull. Inhale up. 1 more. Exhale, pull. Inhale up. Let's finish standing. Take your hands to the mat. Let's go into a plank. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lower your head, round it up. Take your time coming up. I'm gonna turn and face you. Let's take our feet a little wider and take a deep breath in. And exhale 1 more time to finish class today. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, everyone.